Fight!
As a boy, Smoke lived to hunt with his family. Their final hunt, however, ended in tragedy. Having accidentally trespassed onto Lin Kuei lands, they were attacked. Smoke was orphaned. Ashamed by his warrior's actions, the Lin Kuei's grandmaster adopted Smoke. He raised him alongside his sons, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Eventually, Smoke chose to make the Lin Kuei's mission his own. But as he lacked his brother's innate supernatural abilities, he set out to master practical magic. Having done so, he now joins them in Earthrealm's defense. As a student at Outworld's exclusive Imperial Academy of Sorcery, Rain amazed his peers with his singular aptitude for water magic. Having honed his craft of water magic into a fierce weapon, he now hopes to learn the realm's darkest and most powerful sorcery. As her parents' firstborn daughter, Li Mei, was claimed by the Umgadi, the warrior priestesses who guard Outworld's royal family, Li Mei's service began with high expectations. Her early success caught the eye of the royal family. But it all fell apart when a terrible tragedy unfolded. Li Mei was blamed for this, and in the aftermath, she did the unthinkable. She quit the Umgadi. Friendless and alone, Li Mei needed a new purpose. She joined Sun Do's constables, the Outworld capital's rough-and-tumble police force. Over time, she became their first constable. Li Mei is glad to be the capital guardian. Still, she hopes one day to redeem herself. Baraka was once a respected Outworld merchant, but that life ended in an instant when he contracted the dreaded Tarkat plague. Incurable, contagious, and the cause of severe physical deformities, Tarkat turned Baraka into a monster. He was cast out and doomed to live out his days in a colony of similarly afflicted Outworlders. When Baraka first arrived, the colony was in disarray. His fellow Tarkatans had given up and were ready to die. Their hopelessness lit a fire in Baraka's heart. He spares no effort to better his fellow Tarkatans' lives. He knows that as long as he fights, he will never truly be a victim. Chosen as an infant from Outworld's firstborn daughters, Tanya was raised by the Umgadi's priestesses. She's never known her birth family. As she grew older and saw other initiates wash out, Tanya feared that she would share their fate. But that fear spurred success. After many attempts, Tanya passed her trials and became a full Umgadi. Over time, Tanya became one of the Order's most trusted members. She was the obvious choice when it needed to choose a new leader for the royal family's personal guard. As an Umgadi, Tanya is sworn to piety and chastity. That is why her bond with Princess Melina, were it known, would cause a scandal. By following her heart, Tanya risks not only her position but also her life. Having won control of the hourglass, I restarted history. I neutralized the threats and dangers that had come before, crafting a new era in which all beings would have the opportunity to find peace. But that peace is now threatened by an enemy that I never anticipated. It will take all of my wisdom and experience to save not only Earthrealm, but all of reality. Reconstructed by me at the dawn of my new era, Geras remains eternal and unkillable. He retains the memories of all the innumerable timelines he has watched pass and fade. In this new era, Geras monitors events to make sure that they are faithful to my vision. When they deviate from their intended path, it is Geras's responsibility to correct them. As threats begin to mount, Geras works tirelessly to defend reality, but to succeed, he must first identify the mastermind behind the plot to destroy my new era. Like many stars before him, Johnny became addicted to his fame. He came to measure his self-worth by his fans' adoration and their praise of him on social media. But with his star now fading, Johnny is fighting an uphill battle to remain relevant. He joins the Earthrealm Champions, hoping that it will provide his career and his fame a desperately needed boost. A citizen of the realm of Sado, Havoc is sworn to take down its oppressive regime and free his people. There, order is prized above all else. Law-breaking is met with strict punishment. Its citizens live in strictly regulated castes. As a member of Sado's lowest caste, Havoc had neither rights nor privileges. He seethed with anger at the injustice. When he is brutally punished for a minor crime, Havoc finally decides to act. He sets out to destroy Sado's regime and replace it with an anarchist utopia. Once he breaks Sado's social order, Havoc will free its citizens. Together, they will live in blessed anarchy. As a demon, all Ashra knew was pain and violence. She assumed all beings, in all realms, lived as she did. But once she journeyed outside of the Netherrealm, she realized her error. Other realms were places of beauty and peace. She could not aid in their defilement. Ashra fled from her sister demons. Along the way, she found an enchanted kriss. It was a demon slayer, which she used to finish her pursuers. She was stunned to discover that using the kriss to destroy evil was purifying her soul, and that if she continued to do so, she could free herself from the Nether realm. Ashra senses that her final absolution is near. Once achieved, she will finally enter the light. Reptile is Zataran, one of the reptiloid races which lives on Outworld's fringes. Like other reptiles, Zatarans can camouflage themselves, but Reptile possesses a unique mutation, one which allows him to shift shape to appear human. Bullied mercilessly by Zatarans for this ability, Reptile left home to make his future elsewhere. In the village of Fengjian, Raiden was known for his kindness and his charity. He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields, as well as to his friends and family. So when he is asked to leave Fengjian and become one of Earthrealm's champions, Raiden hesitates. But he soon realizes that to best serve his village, he must join them. As threats to Earthrealm mount, Raiden must mature into the great warrior that I know he can be. As the second-born daughter of Sindel and Jared, Kitana has one purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister, Mylena, as she prepares to rule Outworld one day. The steady-handed Kitana ignores the calls of those who advocate that she should replace her impulsive sister as heir. Instead, Kitana will defend the realm by fighting to make Mylena the best empress possible. She will also fight to hide the dark secret that could end her sister's reign before it begins. Born mere seconds ahead of her twin sister, Mylena is the rightful heir to Outworld's throne. But even so, there are those who distrust Mylena's impulsiveness. They whisper that Kitana, with her steadier hand, should replace Mylena as Sindel's heir. As Mylena fights for legitimacy, she hides a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded and lethal Tarkat disease. Were her affliction found out, Mylena would be forced into battle to save her throne. Born into a proud military family, Xiao was expected to become a soldier, but he was a sickly child who, though brilliant and eager, had an infirm body. Xiao's disability infuriated his father. He dismissed his son's physicians and designed an extreme program to build his son's strength and endurance. Years of toil molded Xiao into a physical colossus and forged within him an iron will. And as his father had promised, Xiao became the perfect soldier. His brilliant tactics and relentless effort won Outworld many victories, and him much fame. Though General Shao is sworn to serve the Empress, his loyalty is to Outworld. If Sindel's rule ever endangers Outworld, he will be the first to try to end it. When Sindel ascended to Outworld's throne, she worried that she was ill-prepared, adding to her stress. Her impending arranged marriage to Jared, an Outworld noble. Forced into it to placate a rebellious region, Sindel could only pray that he was worthy. To Sindel's delight, Jared proved an ideal partner. Her early reign marked the start of a new golden age. Sindel then welcomed her beautiful twin daughters, Melina and Kitana. She thanked the gods for her charmed life, but Sindel had counted her blessings too quickly. When Jared was murdered, Sindel's heart was broken. Smelling weakness, factions formed to challenge her rule. As her enemies conspire, Sindel fights to protect her family and her empire. She will do whatever it takes to defend her daughter's birthright. Once one of ancient Japan's most honored families, the Takahashis were decimated in battle. They lost everything, including the emblem of their power, the revered sword, Sento. Those who survived joined the Bakuto, a predecessor of the Yakuza, for its protection. 5 centuries later, Kenshi is raised on the stories of his ancient family's exploits. Detesting his corrupt Yakuza life, he pines to free the Takahashis from the Yakuza's grasp and restore their name. But for his family to follow him, Kenshi must first fight to prove that he can lead. His first battle is to find and retrieve Sento. As the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster, Sub-Zero leads his ancient warrior clan in the defense of Earthrealm from external threats. For centuries, it has been their solemn task. But Earthrealm hasn't been threatened in generations, and Sub-Zero sees no point in limiting his clan to preparing for dangers that may never come. Under his leadership, the Lin Kuei will come out of the shadows and fight for its place as one of Earthrealm's great nations.
Fight.
Greetings, champion. Subscribe to my channel, and may the Elder Gods make you victorious.